And over time, as you can see right now, we're 9 degrees above the equator, and this is a very high sun.
Yeah. I'm not ready for that yet, but
And
you obviously are.
and I don't need to blink.
Wow.
I mean,
How long have you been doing it for?
I've been doing it for 6 years.
Yep. Wow.
And the practice, here's a tool too for everybody that you want to strengthen the eyes. I mean, this takes time. I've been doing it for 6 years, and my eyes have gotten very, very strong to the point where I could see a sun. I actually make a meditation out of it. I do 45-minute meditation in the morning, and sometimes I do 20 minutes to a half an hour in the afternoon.
Wow.
For me, it's just a very strong, energetic practice, and it's very easy for me to see the sun. Now, I worked up to that, though.
Sure.
It's a lot like lifting weights, anything, using the law of adaptation. First, you do 2 reps, and then you can do 4, and then you do 6. Well, this is a little egg timer or a cooking timer. You can get this online. There are different protocols. HRMS protocol, he's a man, Hiromanic. He travels the world and talks about sun gazing. He says start at a very low first hour sunrise, last hour sunset. Start with 10 seconds. And then come out the next day, barefoot grounded on bare earth, staring directly at the sun. Relaxed eyes. Another 10 seconds. And then another 10 seconds. So you're at the first day you're 10 seconds, the second day you're 20 seconds, then 30 seconds, until you get all the way up to 45 minutes.
Yeah. Which I think takes 9 months.
Yeah, it takes about 9 months.
Yeah.
His practice is, for me, it was weird. I was at about 7 minutes, 10 seconds, and then strange things start to happen when you sun gaze. You start to recognize your higher self a little bit, and there's a voice that kind of comes in, and it just said, stay out here longer, make a meditation out of it. And so I make a meditation out of it. I stay, after that, I stayed out for 15 minutes, and then a half an hour, and then 45 minutes, and then my eyes just got generally stronger and stronger and stronger. Everyone has to follow their own intuition with that.
Yeah.
A lot of people, HRM's protocol is great because it eliminates fear.
Yeah.
A lot of people are deathly terrified of the sun. Deathly terrified of the sun. They're like, oh, because we've been told that if you stare at the sun, you go blind. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're looking at me right now. I have excellent vision, and you will never go blind as long as you start slow, use the law of adaptation, strengthen your eyes. The eyes are a massive receptor of light. There's no possible way you're going to go blind if you're smart about it.
That's right.
And that's really the practice.
Hey, honey, can you talk about the pineal gland in this practice?
Yeah. Another thing what's amazing about this practice is because it is pure energy. You can feel it running through your body after you 5, 6, 7 minutes into sun gazing. You can feel the subtle om through your body. Especially the cleaner your body is, the more detoxed your body is. Many people have reported healings from this practice. Eyesight improving. Yeah. People completely removing cancer just simply from doing this. Diseases will go away. Yeah. Remember, this is the sun. I mean, this is what the main energetic source on this planet. No sun, no planet. That's no life on this planet. Yeah. So raw food is just step down light. If you can get it directly from the source, everything starts to go away with time and practice and patience with this. Yeah. Going slowly. The pineal gland now. The pineal gland, another reason why I love to get people to start this practice is because when I was a kid, a lot, if you saw Indians and they had that diamond right in their forehead, you'd make fun of them, right? You'd be like, what are you doing? What is that? That's kind of silly, But what's funny is over the years of now me staring at the sun, and remember I was just telling you that it spirals in and hits you right in the sixth chakra. Well, that's the star from within. Everything that exists outside of the body exists inside of the body. And the sixth chakra is just a representation of the sun. Yep. So when you improve your vibration via cleansing your body, you start to vibrate faster and quicker. And when your vibration's faster and quicker, it becomes easier and easier and easier to see the sun. Because the sun is just a mirror reflection of the sixth chakra, or the pineal gland, the diamond within, the sun within. And over time, when you stare at the sun, you actually develop. I remember one night I was doing my closed eye meditations before I go actually to sleep at night. And I closed my eyes and I was like, whoa, what is that? And it's this beautiful purple, bluish, greenish diamond.
Wow.
And sometimes it's the pine cone, right? Because the pineal gland can represent the pine
that,
cone
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So it's either a diamond or a circle sun or a pine cone. And over the time of me staring at the sun, now the sun doesn't even have to shine for days. Because a lot of people are like, oh, that's just the aftermath of the sun probably because you stare at the sun all the time. But there can be days that can go by that sun doesn't shine during the rainy season.
Yeah.
And I close my eyes and there's that beautiful blue diamond.
Wow.
And that's your spiritual center, that's your spiritual core. And now too, when people do closed eye meditations, so a lot of times people, right, they have that monkey mind. You know, when they sit there and they try to do their closed eye meditations, and they're like, oh, I got my wallet, my money, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, what I'm going to do this afternoon, and the monkey mind just it's going all over the place. Well, with sun gazing, I like it because it develops the pineal gland. So then you can move someone from sun gazing to a closed eye meditation, and they close their eyes, and now they've got a beautiful focal point because they develop their own star from within, the sixth chakra or the pineal gland.
Yeah.
And over time it grows, the pineal gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's when some people, guided by their own intuition now, that's the one thing about sun gazing, is that a lot of times people be like, oh, here we go again, the crazy raw foodist. Because a lot of these sun gazing practices say, after 10 months, you'll never have to eat a drop of food again or liquid. That's a little silly. If you're guided by intuition to do that over time, wonderful, that's great. Or eating less and less and less. In the 6 years that I've been doing it, in the past couple of years, yes, when I stay out here for, let's say, 30 minutes or longer, I don't require as much food. I don't need as much food to produce energy. Because remember, it's all about energy. So I don't need as much food to produce energy. But for other people, I don't want that to be the ultimate goal. Oh, I'm going to stare at the sun so I never have to eat again. That's a little bit silly. And it's a goal, and you shouldn't have goals. Just be in the moment, be in the now, enjoy what you're doing. Another thing about sun gazing is I noticed that it sharpens thought. Because we're energy, right? But we're also creators. And we've been made to believe that we're drone bees, that we're just workers.
Yep.
We go to our 9-to-5 jobs, and we come home, and we drink a beer, watch the telly, and then and then it starts all over again, and we're moo cows going to the job. We're creators. We're absolute creators. And the more you become self-realized and you recognize yourself at an energetic core, you know that all you have to do is find that energy.
Yep.
You clean and clear the body out with the raw foods and the colonics and the fasting. You get your body more of an alkaline charge.
Yep.
Okay? And then you can stare at that sun so much easier. And when you stare at the sun, you can place an intention or a vision or whatever you want with your life. And when you stare at that sun, you can really focus and concentrate on what you want with your life. You can pray for other people. You can do whatever it is, or you can just completely empty out your mind. And when you stare at that sun, things just start to happen. Things start to happen. And now, I mean, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I know we're creators. Because I've put stuff out there, and the faster and better you get, the sharper you get at this, and the better you get at concentrating and really focusing, people just come in here. They're just, I put it out there, and then, bam, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens. I'll put it out there, and you're a part of that, right? We're just a little chip of the universe. So you put it out there, and because sun gazing is such a high energetic practice, and this vortex is such a strong energetic area, it's a lot like being in a pyramid, it just comes back so fast.
Yeah.
It will manifest. So you put it out there via energy, and then it catapults, it sort of boomerangs back here in matter form, in the way you want. And I've just seen my life completely transform from the practice of sun gazing. And it's so easy and so simple.
And it's free.
It's free. It's free. Here at Pharma Life, I don't like to sell all this kind of fancy stuff and take these goji berries, take, raw cacao, and take this and pay me for this. No, we sell a lifestyle. We sell here at Pharma Life, plugging you back into your energetic core. Walking barefoot. Okay, that's another whole other series we can talk about. Walking barefoot, completely, the energies of Mother Earth completely come up through the reflex points of your feet to heal you. And sun gazing, it's basically just connecting that battery that you are, that energy that you are. And when you can connect to air, water, earth, and sun, and you clean your body out here with the raw foods, with the colonics, with the fasting, things just go away. People come here and things go away. Illnesses go away. Weight loss, fat just drops.
Yeah.
You know, things change. People lose their sunglasses. People decide that they're not going to wear shoes as much anymore. They're going to walk barefoot at their park for 45 minutes or an hour. There is a tool that you don't have to use, but it can improve the beginning part of sun gazing, and that's these Egyptian healing rods. Here, I don't know if you can see this. They're like the Egyptian rods. Okay, and as I was saying before, in ancient Egypt, if you look at any of the pharaohs or the priests, they're all shown holding something and staring very still at something. And there's no question, generally in a very powerful stance with the left foot in front of the right. There's no question in my mind, and ancient texts have been discovered, that they were staring at the sun and placing visualizations in, and basically changing their world. In the now, they would place a vision in the now, but it would change matter in the future. And the priests and the pharaohs used to do it, but they never told the other people what they did. And not until very recently did they discover what they were holding when they were staring at the sun, the priests and the pharaohs. And it was these Egyptian, ancient texts have been discovered in these Egyptian healing rods, exactly what they were holding.
Have they ever found any ones that they used in any of the tombs?
They have.
Wow.
They've excavated a lot of them. And what they were using were these exact metals.
Wow.
Copper on the right, because remember I was saying copper's the male energy? Well, copper's a male metal. Zinc is the feminine energy, or the receiving energy, and that is always held in the left hand. Okay? Now, filled in these Egyptian healing rods are crystals of different sizes. There's different pairs or sets of Egyptian healing rods. There's the largest crystal, which you've got right there, are very, very strong, powerful rods. Within a few minutes, you are just locked into a deep meditation.
You feel something from them.
And you feel the energy crawling up your arms. And it does some really amazing things. It can kind of ease and make things that much deeper. It can deepen the meditation of sun gazing. It can strengthen that life force energy that runs through your body. It enhances one's aura, or energy that surrounds you.
It deepens any meditation too.
Yes.
So if you're not called to sun gazing, you can use that for closed-eyed
meditations.
Yeah, absolutely. You can, if you're going to bed at night, you can hold them, and it can actually deepen a closed-eye meditation.
They feel more powerful than just crystals, I think.
Oh yeah, and they are. They're a lot more powerful, because if you think copper and zinc are conduits, they're electromagnetic conduits, right? We use copper, wire to run electricity, and that's it's sharper, it's faster, it's a crisper way for electricity to move along lines. Well, copper, we're just electromagnetic energy. So when you're holding copper and zinc in your hand, now you become a sharper, quicker battery.
Yeah.
I
think I need them all day.
Yeah, you can actually exercise with them. You can barefoot walk holding them, and it actually, it really enhances the experience. It's pretty amazing. So this, I would have to say, as far as a gadget goes, is one of the most incredible gadgets. And they sell, if you go to reconnectfromwithin.com, they sell for around $250 to $350 a pair. But the great thing is this: it's not a plug-in. They're never going to degrade.
No.
You can hand these down to your children. They'll last forever, and they're incredible power formational tools. Do you need them? Absolutely not.